Alright, so back with another game. I just played a marathon yesterday. Started out with Narset, and it was, ups and downs, trying to get used to the flood of whatever it is that's going on. But in the midst of all that, I came across this guy, Kerry Bay Show Mega, whom plays the best. Probably, I'm gonna say it's the best. It's not Tevisham Rog. It's not BB. It's Emry. Timna. Anything you got, I think Emry is the most consistent. And probably, if you have it built right, it's gonna be built sort of glass cannon esque like. Um, but it's one of the most powerful decks that you can build. I remember this guy from a while back. I think I've played him before. If not him, I've certainly played against this deck. Um, and seeing a Simic commander that I have, which is Glarb, obviously, going against Emry, it's typically just a lock from turn 1 to 2, maybe turn 3. Um, he beat me the first game, so I decided to go again as soon as he came back. And I think this guy's more of a snipe type dude. I don't see him an awful lot, but I go first, and just due to the fact that, crap, I think I'm playing it wrong. Let's see what I do. No, keep draw. Okay, so I start out with the Flooded Strand. I don't go Mishra into Sensei into Soul Ring, which is actually kind of surprising. But I did get an Underground Sea and went right for Soul Ring to get the top out, and then to look at the top and seeing Shieldred's Edict, I would think I would put that right on top. We'll see though. Just interesting stuff. So he's got that Phyrexian Altar. 03, just 0, just something you can get out right off the bat. Affinity for artifacts. Recast it, and if you have somebody who tries to do combat damage, yeah, the Walker can be a big pain. And then you got this Aether Spellbomb. Second artifact, return target creature to its owner's hand. So if I play anything, you can just sack it, bring it right back with Emry. Yeah, just insane commander. So I edict away the Walker that he can just bring right back. How much is this thing cost? 0. A 0 for an 03. Got that on top. I'm gonna act like I remember what to do, and I probably do not pay the life. Don't. Cavern of Souls. He's gonna use the Wizard, which, is she a wizard? Dang, she is a wizard. Interesting. With the new set coming out, the Strixhaven plus Emry plus, I think Azami is going to be something to look forward to here in the near future. But that thing for this deck is often lights out. Just absolutely lights out. Just cast Emry on top of that. So adding insult to injury and milling 4, getting this Paradise Mantle, luckily just whiffing, getting some snow-covered stuff, which actually this deck does have something that can prevent some snow damage, but it's not going to happen in this kind of interaction. So we got Dark Tutelage, and And then my own Cavernous Souls. I can just look at the top three again. On top, I have the Collector Weefei, and anybody playing against this deck will quickly realize just how fundamental and how strategic it is, but it relies on artifacts. So that is one hell of, it's not a top deck, but the Sensei's Divining Top doing its own artifact thing. And he's got some heat. This Mirian Spy, whenever you cast a spell, just untap a certain creature. Just target artifact card in the graveyard and may cast it this turn. So he's going to get that Paradise Mantle as well. Cast that, just untap Emry. Just cast her again, get that Phyrexian Walker right back. Untap her again. Crazy interaction. Crazy interaction, but that's how that deck operates. Swinging for one. Every intention on sacking that so that I can't cast a non-creature spell. But little does he know, I don't have any non-creature spells other than the Talisman. So I'm going to look at the top three. Cast the Collector Weefei, which has won me not a lot of games, but the Null Rod effect has won me a significant amount of games, especially against top tier opponents. If you want to go to the top of any bracket, when I cast something like this, it alters the game drastically. Artifact. Do not cast the Talisman. There's no reason to do that. And that Mirian Spy proves to be pretty problematic. Just due to the fact that he can sack stuff, untap. It's a pretty problematic commander. Not a lot of people can say that they have beaten this commander. I have no intention of blocking. I don't give a shit about that. I do give a shit, however, about that Cavernous Souls. And playing Glarb and just seeing what's on top of my deck, which I already know. Can't do a whole lot about it. And, going to their turn, they're not going to do shit either. So, they got nothing in the graveyard. They got this Hope, this Mirian Spy, this thing as well. And they're just not able to do hardly shit. And then I draw Crop Rotation. And I got Opposition Agent on top. Seeing the fact that he's got 2 cards, I reluctantly get rid of it. And strip mine one of his lands. I then play Tropical Island, and I think, Birds of Paradise. That's probably all she wrote that turn. Right off they had to have top decked that, just Ancient Tomb right off the top. So they're looking to do some damage. One. I don't think they can actually sack with the Collector Weefei out, but I just draw 2. And instead of casting Urborg, which could give him, you know, access to just not taking 2, what do I do here? I Impulse and Bitter Triumph. Sack the land. Get my own Bayou. Bitter Triumph for this thing. This is the thing that I thought in a deck like this could swing it in their favor. If they're going to be able to cast multiple stuff and sack it, then why not get rid of something that could untap something? So I just got rid of a flyer that could potentially do stuff. And they do the thing of getting blue and don't do anything in response. So they got Phyrexian Altar, which they can't really activate. Pretty badass. Hope of Girapar, which I can just block with birds. I don't give a shit. Demonic Tutor, Wash Away, Merchant Scroll on top. What do I do here? Demonic Tutor. What do I get? Crucible of Worlds of all things. Play the Crucible. Strip Mine, get rid of that Ancient Tomb. And they say they are not worthy. This deck, with this commander at the helm, doesn't matter if it's built Glass Cannon, it doesn't matter. This deck, if it's built right, is one of the most problematic commanders, is one of the top tier commanders. And after going X amount of games with Nordset, sprinkled in with Glarb, I just happened to get it at the right time, and I was able to take this thing down. This is probably the top tier deck in 1v1 Commander. I would put this above Baral. I would put it above the Flip Jace. This is certainly up there, and that's how you take this kind of deck down. You got a top deck. It does come to luck, but for someone to actually pull that off is interesting to see. And the fact that I was able to do it, I think is even sweeter.